It's 11 at night. You're lying on your bed, phone in hand, looking at your bank app. Again, you promised yourself that this month would be different. That this time, yes, you were going to follow the budget. What were you going to save? That you were going to be disciplined. But it's the 15th of the month, and you've already spent 80% of your salary. Not in emergencies, not in investments, in things. Meals at home. That subscription that only costs $10 a month. That daily coffee. Those small purchases, which somehow added up to $300 that you can't explain. And the worst thing is not having spent. The worst thing is that feeling in your stomach. That voice in your head that says, you did it again. You have no discipline. You're never going to get better. If this sounds familiar to you, this video is for you. My name is Mark, and I spend too much time thinking about how to develop financial discipline without suffering. If you are someone who knows you should organize your money, but associates financial discipline with sacrifice, so you abandon budgets, savings and plans again and again, getting caught between guilt and stress, this video is for you. Make sure to subscribe and like this video if it helps you. Section 1. The real problem. Look, here's the thing no one tells you about financial discipline. It is not a question of willpower. It's a design problem. Most think that financial discipline is about tightening your belt and saying no to everything, and live like a financial monk until one day you magically have enough money. And then they wonder why they abandon their budget after 11 days. A study from the University of Scranton found that 92% of people abandon their financial goals. 92%. It's not because they lack discipline. It's because they are using the wrong approach. How many times have you created a perfect budget, felt motivated, and then abandoned it all? A US study bank found that only 41% of people follow budgets for more than 3 months. Here's the problem. You've been lied to about what financial discipline really is. The reason you struggle is not because you are weak or lazy. It's because you've been sold a completely wrong version of what discipline means. Most think it is self-imposed torture. Denying yourself things, living like a monk. The entire industry is built on this quit now, enjoy later narrative. But that's why 78% quit in the first 3 weeks. It's not because people are lazy. It's because we're approaching discipline backwards. The real problem with financial discipline, the word is already ruined. You probably think about depriving yourself of that $5 coffee, about not going out with friends, in eating rice and beans for 2 years while you pay your debts. Basically, you associate discipline with suffering. And here is the problem, 92% who start a strict budget abandon it in the first 3 months. Not because they are bad people, but because they use the wrong approach. Financial discipline is not about suffering. It's about design. The myth of restriction. Most people think it looks like this: waking up at 5 a.m., obsessively budget every penny, never go out to eat. Turning down plans with friends because you're saving, and basically living like a monk. Until what? Until you are rich? Until you retire? That is not financial discipline. That's financial torture. If your plan requires superhuman willpower, then your plan is poorly designed. The industry has sold you a lie. They tell you that you need to tighten your belt. A University of Chicago study found that 92% drop out in less than 3 months. Your brain was not designed for constant restriction. Activates scarcity responses. Your primitive brain interprets financial restriction as scarcity and goes into survival mode. You behave good for 2 or 3 weeks, and then you explode. You buy something unnecessary. You spend more than you had saved and end up feeling worse than before. Look, I went through this. Years ago, I downloaded an app and promised myself to be disciplined. I lasted exactly 17 days. On the 18th, I spent $47 on a breakfast I didn't even want. Because my brain was in rebel mode after 3 weeks of deprivation. Are you telling me that discipline doesn't matter? No. You need to change your approach. The real secret, discipline is not willpower. It's systems design. Imagine that you want to eat healthy. The traditional approach is to resist junk food. The smart approach is, I'm going to design my environment so that healthy is easiest. Finance works the same. The successful ones don't have more discipline, they have better systems. A 2024 Cornell study found that 87% of savers had automated systems. System 1. The account architecture. You need to physically separate your money. Account 1. Fixed expenses. Here goes everything you pay no matter what: rent, services, subscriptions. Example: you earn $3,000, your fixed income is $1,500. You configure them to be automatically deposited here. Account 2. Automatic savings. A fixed percentage before you see the money. You decide to save 15%, $450. It is transferred the day you are paid. It is not negotiable. Account 3. Lifestyle. This is your variable expense account. Food, going out, clothes. The magic. Psychologically, what's in this account is your only money available. It's like your salary is really $2,550, not $3,000. System 2. The reverse engineering budget. Don't write down expenses, plan savings first. First you determine how much you want to save, then you set it, and what's left is to live on. This changes the mental game. You are not constraining, you are designing intentionally. The truth about coffee: you would save $1,825 a year, but psychologically it is a disaster. You spend your limited willpower on wrong decisions. We have 70-90 money decisions a day. Each ad uses up your decision energy. Identify your high happiness expenses and automate everything else. For me, morning coffee is high happiness. The value is greater than $5. But subscriptions I don't wear or impulsive clothing, those are low happiness expenses. Practical exercise. Look at your last 3 months of expenses. Ask yourself, how much did it affect my happiness? Anything that is 7 or less, delete it. 8 or more, keep it guilt-free. I found that I was spending $67 on level 3 subscriptions, but I felt guilty about the level 9 gym. I cancelled subscriptions and my budget felt lighter without making my life worse. System 3. The 48-hour rule. For purchases over $50, wait 48 hours. It is not a prohibition, it is a breathing space. The emotional high decreases. I add the object to a list with the date. 48 hours later, I check. If I still want it, I buy it. I have avoided $3,200 in irrelevant purchases. I feel more in control, not deprived. System 4. The invisible savings. Every time you avoid an expense, pass it on immediately. Did you cook at home? Transfer that $25 cheaper flight? Transfer the difference. The key is to do it immediately. Don't wait until the end of the month. On average, I transfer an extra $200 a month. It's like finding free money. Psychology. Your brain has 2 systems. System 1, fast emotional, and System 2, slow rational. Traditional discipline tries to have System 2 control System 1, that is exhausting and fails. My systems reduce conflict. If the saving is automatic, System 1 doesn't even know it existed. It's about reducing situations where you need discipline. A 2024 study found 78% less decision fatigue with automated systems. The biggest mistake trying to implement all these changes at once. Your brain hates drastic change. System 1 will rebel and sabotage everything. The right strategy: implement one system at a time. Give it 3-4 weeks. Start with the easiest one, 48-hour rule, then account architecture. Build gradually. How can I design my life so that the right decisions are the easiest? That's the difference between suffering with your finances and building sustainable wealth. Your action plan. Today, review your expenses, identify happiness, and cancel a subscription. This week, implement the 48-hour rule and calculate your fixed costs. This month, open separate accounts and set up automatic transfers. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. It's better to save $50 automatically every month for years than to try to save $500 and give up. The true cost of not having systems. Let me leave you with a final thought. If you are 30 years old today and do not implement any system, you will reach 40 with very little. But if you implement these systems today, saving $300 a month at 7%, in 10 years, you will have more than $50,000 in 20 years, more than $150,000 in 30 years, almost $400,000. That's the true cost of relying on discipline instead of systems. It's not just the money you don't save today, it is the compound effect of decades of decisions. The good news is that you can change that trajectory starting today, not tomorrow, not next month when things calm down. Today, developing discipline without suffering is understanding how your brain works and designing systems. Design systems that work with your human nature, not against it. So stop trying to be a financial superhero with unlimited willpower. Start being a smart architect who designs a system that works even when you're tired, or just being human. If this video helped you, like and subscribe to the channel. And most importantly, implement at least one system that we talked about today. Your future self is going to thank you. See you in the next video.